Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. Let me see you pop them. Shake that.
You can't even get it out.
I'm trying to do the clean version.
You chose that. I'm trying to do it clean.
I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock right now. I want to rock right now. Doo-doo brown. Hi, Nays.
Why does that song bring me joy, though?
Right.
Brings me joy in my heart.
Uncle Luke, y'all, for those who don't know, that's who we're talking about.
Yes.
The unofficial mayor of Miami.
Yeah. Yeah. And the city council is Trina and Trick Daddy.
Listen, I love that.
Little pit bull, Mr. Worldwide.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Hey.
Girl.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to the show.
Yes, we are back.
We're back. And Uncle Luke, yeah, he performed at the BET Awards, right?
Okay. So did you know the BET Awards were coming on?
No.
Me either.
No.
Me either. I did see some friends of mine talking about it, and I'm like, what are you talking about? No, the BET Awards are tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That did not compel me to turn that mug on.
No. Nah, I feel like we've outgrown it.
It's like the VMAs. At one point, I just
Right.
quit the VMAs too.
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't for me anymore.
Yeah.
Now the Soul Train Awards be lit. The NAACP Image Awards.
NAACP, yes!
The Kennedy Center Honors.
I love the Kennedy Center Honors.
We done got old.
I love the Kennedy. Like, Kennedy Center Honors makes me cry.
We done got old.
We got old. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot. How are you, Nace?
I'm good.
You good?
You good?
I'm good.
Oh, then we all right.
Any major life updates? Or minor life updates?
No.
Okay. Continue. BET.
Where'd that come from?
I always try to ask, like, we do like our check-in, temperature check, what's new in the world, your life. Don't make your eyes big like I can't see you. Okay. Continue then. Down the BET road. I was being courteous.
Okay.
Carry on.
You're an emotional squirrel. She's like, no. Let me check your emotional state in the middle of this segment. It's more important.
Well, because we normally do like, hey, Nace, what's up? Like, what you got going on? And we kind of give our life update, right? And
I've been working. That's it.
Well, we'll just keep it pushing then.
Yeah.
Same here. BET, Uncle Luke, didn't know they were coming on. So throughout the show were sprinkles of celebrations for hip hop turning 50 this year.
Yes.
So they covered all the different regions. I ended up turning on the awards, but those for me, those were the best parts.
I watched recaps.
Okay.
So I watched the segments from the BET network. I believe in going to the source, like source content. Mm-hmm. But I did watch recaps and, pieces. So I saw Coco Jones. I really like Coco Jones.
Mm-hmm. She's coming here.
I really like her. Huh?
She's coming here.
She's from here.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she's performing.
I didn't know that till Terrell said it, but
I'll admit I haven't watched Bel Air, y'all. I just haven't. Don't judge me. I haven't. It's been on my radar, but then I was like, do I want to start it now? But that's the great thing about streaming services. I can watch it whenever.
That is true. I don't watch a lot of stuff in real time.
Yeah.
Like, it's rare that I'll actually watch something in real time. But I do.
Yeah.
I really think Bel Air is very well done.
Yeah. I have to watch because I'm not that familiar with her. Like, I don't. The song she sang, I was like, I should know this, but I don't.
That's from her. I mean, she's so. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
Because of Terrell. Mm-hmm. I mean, I knew Coco Jones from her Disney time because I have kids, of course, who watch Disney at the same time. You know what I mean? But she was kind of off the radar for a while. Mm. And then her fan base was tweeting Terrell to have her on the show. Mm-hmm. She goes on the show. Yeah. They become besties. Aww. And, because of their interactions, how I've gotten to know her more.
Okay.
But when I say, number one, can I get into the skin? Because the melanin is melanining.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
She's a gorgeous girl.
Her lace be melted.
Yeah.
She's together all the time. I'm like, okay. Then the fact of she's funny. And a great actress.
Yeah.
And got this voice. And recently visited the premier HBCU institution, Tennessee State University, as part of their Maymester program. You know, kind of rep the set whenever I can. Because, you know, TSU has a Maymester class that was designed by actually a friend of mine, a friend of the pod, Brian Sexton.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the people that coordinated this record exec music industry month-long, basically internship, symposium, conference, almost all in one in a class. At TSU.
That's cool.
And she was one of the guest speakers.
Rep your set.
Come on now. You know, I'm a rep all day.
All day. Well, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gorgeous girl. I'll admit I'm not that familiar with her, but cool.
I saw Fat Joe and Remy Ma.
Oh my God.
Remy dressed a little too short because she kept trying to pull it down.
I love it. It was very much a 90s stretchy dress.
It was. But
you're like, ooh, don't dance too hard.
90s stretchy dresses, unless they're from the Nova, because Nova does actually cut to a body that's been designed by Dr. Miami. So I'm mad at it because it fits me. So I'm mad at it.
Right.
But those stretchy dresses stayed down when we were all size 4 and had less of the fruits of the labels. Not
the fruits of the labor.
But look, you either got it through labor, had some babies.
Yeah.
You got it through somebody else's labor, Dr. Miami.
That's true.
Or you got it through your own labor in the gym.
There you go.
So the fruits of your labors.
Yeah, whatever that looks like.
Right, whatever your labor was. So she has more fruit now, and the dress was not staying down.
It wasn't staying down.
I was like, that labia gonna hop out any minute now. The little guest appearance.
Be like, whoa.
Right.
I watched it from the beginning. Obviously, I won't give a recap. Many of you have seen highlights and stuff. I did watch it from the very beginning, and I'm okay with being older, right?
Yes.
Consider the alternative. But for me, it really was the throwbacks that made the show. For me. Like, a lot of the new, outside of Coco, a lot of some of the other stuff, I was like, what is this?
Who is this?
Now, I do like Doechii. Doechii's different. I like her for some reason, but I really do. Anyway, but yeah, they started the show. It was Dougie Fresh when they started with the hip hop portion, and MC Light. I love Light. She performed and then went back up to announcing the show. Like, I'm
doing double duty today.
Yeah, so
give me 2 checks.
And Kid Capri, our favorite.
Girl, you know I love the Kid.
Kid Capri.
I love the Kid Capri.
Yeah. So I found out he produced those segments.
As well he should.
Yeah. So that was dope. So.
I thought those segments were well done.
Yeah.
And I liked the fact that they went from different sections. Like there was a New York, there was a sub, that made sense. Someone was talking about, well, they needed more from the original, actually 50 years ago. And I felt like we got a lot of that in the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every 50 tribute should not look the same.
True.
And I think this is really interesting.
Yeah.
The way that they've done it.
Yeah.
What I wasn't feeling.
Here we go.
The Tina tribute.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Now look, Tina got on the glory. Tina said, I don't need no whole big shindig. Don't have me no 12-hour funeral like Aretha. I know. I've done what I came to do.
Yeah.
I have retired from the limelight. And let me go on peacefully.
Yes.
I'm not mad at her choosing that.
Yeah.
When it comes to a tribute, though, why we choose Patty?
Great question.
Like, I wouldn't have selected Patty's an amazing singer, amazing performer, icon status.
Absolutely.
Patty don't remember her own words.
She doesn't.
Much less learn your new one.
Exactly.
She's not going to do that.
Yeah.
And number 2, there's a certain point to where she's at a level, she doesn't do tributes to anybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had Whitney tribute nobody else.
Yeah.
You know? She might perform at a Clive Davis tribute. Has she made it,
Right.
But she's not going to perform just on a tribute to Tamia. You know?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, there's just not, you know, when I think about tributes.
Yes.
I think about the great singers who aren't getting the shine that they deserve.
Right.
Right? A Tamia.
Tamia can sing, y'all.
Can sing. A Shalea.
Yeah.
You know, can sing. You know? I think about those levels, the Fantasias, even the J Hus that can sing, but aren't having the blockbuster level of musical success.
Yeah.
But we all recognize the gift and the voice. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But that's who I would think about. And so for a Tina tribute, Beyonce ain't gonna do it, right? She ain't come to BET Awards. No. They're beneath her. She ain't come back there no more. I wouldn't come.
Well, we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is it a Fantasia? Is it a, you know, who is that caliber of singer who got a little rock in her? Like even a Janelle Monáe, not for the vocals, but for the avant-garde, I'm going to do it my way, the show.
Yeah.
I think she could have done it. Because she's done a little Ty Tribbety ass, you know, moving around back in her original day.
Yeah. So Juneteenth, CNN did their special, and Chloe performed. She did the Tina tribute. Yeah. I thought she did a good job.
Okay.
I honestly did. She had like the outfit. Again, Tina moved, you know, and we love Patty, all respect. But, you know, like I liked what Chloe did with it. And her outfit was a nod to her. Now, Patty had her legs out in the little blonde wig. But, you know, I to your point, I could see a Janelle Monáe or somebody who can move a little more maybe and really knows the words.
Exactly.
Starts with that, but yeah.
And to do a medley of songs years and years and years ago.
Yeah.
There was not Aretha Franklin. There was a Anita Baker tribute. And they pulled out all these great folks, you know, to just do a little snippet. Yeah. You know, somebody could hit a little private dancer. Somebody could hit a little Simply the Best. Somebody could, you know, hit a couple of the highlights.
Do like a
little What's Love.
Yeah, you're right. Because even that one song is like, that's all you got for Tina? Like,
and if you're going to sing Simply the Best as that one song and it's Patty singing it, then just go ahead and do the In Memoriam and just end on Tina's picture. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, I'm with you.
That would have made more sense to me than this.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Yeah, I ain't
These
like that.
award shows are, I mean, it's interesting in itself because you have to remember there's still a writer's strike. So there's a lot that we don't know going on behind the scenes, and they're just putting a piece of a show together or trying to. So, I don't know.
Yeah. You were going to say something about Beyonce not coming to the BET Awards.
Yeah. Not just Beyonce. Beyonce's on tour. We know that. But it leaves me to question just our award shows and what would make some of our top celebrities or top people return, if you will. Because we talk, you know, you hear people say, well, thank you for this award, and it's important because it's coming from my people. Right. You know, and obviously a lot of weight is given to the Grammys. But once you've reached a certain status, you don't go to the shows anymore. That I've witnessed, not just a Beyonce thing. You know what I mean? A lot of them aren't there for various reasons.
What shows? Are you meaning the black shows?
The black shows, though, because this year the BET Awards was a little ratchet for me. I mean,
it was all TikTok people.
It was, and I remember when a lot of people have passed. We have lost a lot of people, but when the Denzels and would come to that. You know what I mean? And
I remember the Source Awards, everybody was there. And they was fighting.
They was.
But they was there.
True. But I'm thinking like Denzel, Sam Jackson, like they would show up to the BET Awards.
Of course.
This particular show gave me more BET Hip Hop Awards. And I get they're celebrating 50, but to have Coco was the not only one, but like she brought that sultry soul.
I think a lot of folk have transitioned over to the Soul Train Awards, the R&B singers.
Yeah. Do they still have the Soul Train Awards? See, I don't even know.
I don't know. Last time I watched it, Tashina Arnold, they did them.
That's what I'm just like, our award shows dated? Are they relevant? Any of these award shows, are they you know, I don't know the Nielsen numbers and ratings, but like, are these award shows relevant anymore?
Because even like, you know, there used to be an award show season, right?
Yeah.
And you're gonna watch the Oscars. I haven't watched hardly any of them this year. And I used to even do commentary. Remember back in the day, it was a collective viewing.
Yes.
And we would all comment. And
now it's just.
I just didn't feel it. I just didn't feel like it was worth my time, especially when I know I can watch the highlights.
Yeah.
The next day in my own time. Like, now, there is something to be said still about the collective viewing experience. But
I think we have so much grabbing our attention that it's not. When we were younger, it was that's all you had. Like, you looked forward to Sunday night Oscars or whatever, you know.
Exactly.
And you, like you said, as a collective, you sat around and you watched it. But we have so many things grasping for our attention.
Now, that's obviously from a customer audience point of view.
Yeah.
For the performers, I don't know. I don't know. I do feel like a lot of them do not come to the BET Awards anymore. But I do feel like BET, for its most part, now I believe in telling you what I don't know what I'm talking about. Right. This may be one of those instances. Okay. And I'm going to be just totally transparent. Yeah. I don't watch BET, the channel. I have BET, the streaming. Right. So when you have, and that's the joy and the hardship of streaming, right? Yeah. I get to choose the diet of what I want. Yep. I'm not tied to your schedule or even what you put on. Yeah. I get to pick and choose and make my plate every day. And so because of that, which is great for me. Come on, diet. But I mean, you do. You do. That is the effed up thing about the time period that we're in. I get to make my plate. Like, there's tons of media out there, right? On social media, on YouTube, on the streaming services. There's tons of media out there. Yeah. I get to take my little plate and then pick, I want to watch Ratchet right here, and I want to watch this right here. I watch this award service tomorrow, and this, you know. Yeah. And that's how we set our plate. However, because I'm making my own plate, I'm making a plate of what tastes good to me. Visually, mentally, you know, verbally, all those things, right? Yeah. That does not mean I have a complete diet. True. So sometimes I think that, like, I intentionally have BBC. I've intentionally have Al Jazeera. I've intentionally have news sites. Now, I ain't got no Fox. But, you know, I intentionally have, I ain't got no Newsmax. You know, because I got you. But I intentionally try to have news come in from different sources so I can get a fuller view. Because everyone, I can stand in this room right now and we paint this table, and depending on where you stand in this room, it's a different perspective. That is true. Right? Yeah. And so that's the same thing about BET and, you know, your media diet. So I don't know, like, if because of that, you got to pick and choose where you go, what you do. Show up for, all those things. And the older you get, those things change. But I say that too because you've now probably seen the viral clip of Bobby Jones. Girl. Bobby Jones is like the last man standing, you know, in terms of the old guard who I saw in attendance there. Right. And they didn't even do like a gospel pour. There were just some things that traditionally were in past shows. Steve Harvey's celebration of the gospel was lit. Right. They didn't even do any. And so Bobby, the young lady rapper, you know, I call her young lady. Young lady. The young lady, Sexy Red. Yes. Apparently she has a sound called Pound Town. Yes. Living her best life. Took her heels off. Yeah. Everything. Dancing in the street. Not street. They played her song. They played her song, so she was hype, as you should be. And so Bobby Jones is sitting across the aisle from her, and he turns, and he's just like, "Whoa!" Like, because it's her in red, and a very pregnant girl in a gold outfit with her belly out. Yes. So it's a whole lot to take in. So that went viral. 2 feet from your head. I know. Bobby Jones was like, "Whoa!" So, anyways, I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, but I just remembering when it was like the black elite, if you will, celebrities that were like, oh my gosh, they're there. Look at them. I saw that piece with Bobby Jones, and for me, I can't be mad. I can't be mad when I go to some place and they're doing things that I don't like, and I'm just like,
you're right.
I can choose to leave, but I can't. And I went to lunch with my mom when she was here at another black-owned spot in town, and food was great. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say the name because I'm about to not speak positive of it, and I want you to go check out the food because they got a good catfish. So, but neither here nor there.
I know what you're talking about.
When we got there,
yes,
there was a group that had obviously been overserved. Now, they're early 20s. It could be a birthday. It could be a break. It could be anything. But they were obviously lit.
Yes.
And loud. And loud. And my mom is like, why are they yelling? And I'm like, I don't know. But I'm not going to tell you to turn down. Right. You know.
Yeah. And they were there before you.
Right. And they were there before
They were already there.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is what it is. You know, then they left shortly thereafter. One girl didn't make it out. She had to lay in the corner a little bit. But, you know, like, there was man down. Man down. But I'm not going to gentrify your good time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that Bobby Jones, even though it's a place where he's been going, it doesn't fit you anymore. Yeah. And so it might be time for him to transition to a different venue.
That's fair.
You know, because you outgrow stuff.
You do.
You outgrow stuff. And that's okay. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
I like that. We'll see the next awards, what they got going on. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about the awards. I don't know if the awards making it.
I'm with you.
Like, I don't know if they'll make it. Because do they mean anything?
True.
Like, do they really mean anything?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I understand their achievements and, you know, people might be like, because your ass can't sing, you don't know what it means. That's probably true, you know.
Neysa's an Emmy Award-winning journalist, by the way, so shout out to you.
But ask me where my Emmy sits.
Where does your Emmy sit?
Right next to my kid's T-ball trophy.
There you go.
So, you know, again, am I proud of the fact that I have it?
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Is it on my resume? Sure is.
Absolutely. Yes.
Does it come up in day-to-day conversation? I forget. People are impressed by it when they come to the house. They're like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, it's the Emmy. And they're like, you got an Emmy? And I'm like,
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. A lot of celebrities, same story. And they're like, where is it? They're like, oh, it's in storage.
At my mama's house?
Right. Yeah. So, I get it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Future of award shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
next?
the artist at the award show seemed this year to be a little bit less developed.
Okay.
Newer artists, I felt like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which reminded me of Run the World and Brisha Webb's ex-husband that's not her ex-husband yet.
Right.
How he's managing people and music producing. I'm like, these are his clients. Okay. First of all.
Yes.
Go Ladies is a Run the World Stan account.
Thank you. Let the record reflect.
Stan account.
We love Run the World.
Very much so. I like Harlem too.
You're right.
I like anything with black women. I like Sex in the City. I like women being grown doing their things.
I like black women in Harlem.
You do. Because you want to be a black woman in Harlem.
I do want to be a black woman in Harlem.
First thing she said to me today is, you know, I was in New York this time last year.
I was in the street.
Look, I feel like her. Good morning to you too.
You're.
Oh, Lord, I hate that.
Oh, your face. You about to fight me?
No, I hate it. Anyways. Like, you're like.
Yes. The funny thing is, I never heard anybody say that when I was there. Just impact. Like, nobody was like, shout out to their homeboy, you're. Like, so I'm like, obviously, it's said somewhere.
It's like, it's just sound. Like, what is it?
Shout out to my New Yorkers. This time last year, I was in the New York streets having an amazing time. Shout out to Andrea, friend of the show.
Hey, girl.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Okay, Run the World.
Run the World.
Set in New York.
Yes.
So, those who don't know, Run the World is an amazing show. Set in New York. It's on Starz.
It is.
Starz is blackly black, though.
Right.
They said, we're going to find our niche and make this money.
Listen.
So, they better send a thank you note to 50.
They beefing. Yeah.
I know, but
yes.
Neither here nor there. Don't be ABC and Shonda.
Oh, Lord, please don't.
Don't act no fool, because Shonda said, oh, bet, I'll holler.
Bye.
She sure did.
Well, Run the World is like the one. Let me say this: the one show Neysa and I actually watch because we be on different wavelengths, so we actually watch it and we're able to recap it.
You are correct.
Continue.
Yes. So look, spoiler alerts.
Yeah, let's go.
Maybe not because it comes out, a couple days, so it'd be all right.
Yeah.
But 4 women living their best lives in New York. One chick left the show because she ain't been there. I don't know,
Ella's character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I like.
Yeah.
I like the show.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that none of them have men.
Okay, I'll get into it.
So the show is about obviously black women living their best lives in Harlem and navigating, I would say, late 30s.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they are playing
They haven't
40.
crossed it.
Yeah.
No, they're not. No.
And I'm not saying you should have your shit together because Lord knows mine is not. Mm-hmm. And I enjoy that. Your stuff is never together till you get put in the box. Then all your affairs are in order.
Job was done.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But as I see the show, I do wonder, not saying you have to have a man. Let me clarify that. Mm-hmm. But there are obviously women who are wanting to be in relationship for the most part. Mm-hmm. Yet and still, when the things that you say that you want are handed to you.
Yes.
And then you're like, no, I don't want that.
I don't really want it.
But you said you did. And I think that's where the importance of speaking exactly what you want. And being honest with yourself about what you want. Mm-hmm. So many people make decisions based on what they are told they should want.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Not actually what makes their heart sing. Mm-hmm. And there's a fine balance, right? Because if I'm a crackhead and crack make my heart sing, I probably shouldn't go after the crack. You know what I mean? I should choose, a Pop-Tart instead. You know what I mean? Just something different. You know what I mean? But because I'm serious. There's a fine line between doing what's best and learning from somebody else's mistakes.
Yes.
Because that's important too.
Yes.
But when it comes to truly your passion, your heart desire, who you're going to match with for the rest of your life, sometimes you need to, just go for what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it'll save people a lot of heartache in the long term. Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Monica is a key indicator of that. Monica, I was watching her new podcast the other day, and she mentioned people always try to fix me up with somebody, and they have no idea what type of person I like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like people try to pick up with people who are good for her,
right? But you haven't asked me
exactly.
Or do you even know me?
Do you know me?
Yeah.
Do you know me? But a lot of people don't know themselves. I think the women on Run the World don't fully know themselves.
Okay.
And they're not able to answer the question of what do I want because they're still shaking off the trappings of what they've been told to want.
That's true. And then there are men present on the show. Yep. And then they are fumbled somehow. Like that.
Educated, black, doctor,
absolutely
loyal, loves you, wants to be in commitment with you.
Yes.
Fumble the bag.
Well, I'm going to spoil it because Renee want her husband back.
She does.
Brisha Webb's character, Renee, wants her husband back now, but it's like she realizes it, but she still likes old boy she's dating, essentially. Yeah, they're dating.
Yeah, they're dating.
So yeah, even that, I agree, aren't necessarily honest. And then Whitney and Ola, they meet up again, and they're for me, to just outside looking in, it's like sometimes I wonder if certain situations, if people really, really tried to make it work on TV or in real life, Yeah. I mean, obviously there are hardcore deal breakers. Of course. I understand that. But sometimes I'm like, did you really want it to work? Did you try? Don't be giving me the face, huh? Me and Niles are fine.
I know. But even Sandy.
Yes.
I've been living here for years.
Right.
Raising your child. Mm-hmm. We are happy together.
Yeah.
And then
he makes it official. He wants to make it official. He proposes. And you have a panic attack and leave my boy in the restaurant. Yeah.
You risked your whole career for this man.
Sure did. He was about to get kicked out of school. He was and then, get fired.
Right, when it's time to shit out the pot.
Yeah.
You got out the pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm not understanding about where this is all going. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I just wish that they knew themselves better. Like, I have no problem with a woman moving unapologetically throughout the world.
Yeah.
I have an issue with you moving in a way that is doing disservice to you and others because you don't know what you want. You're making messes.
That part.
So you need to sit still for a minute. Go see, what's her name? Freddie from A Different World. Because that's the new therapist.
I know. I'm looking forward to seeing
and
her
y'all need to just sit there and work this out. I love that
they all go to the same therapist, right? And they're all friends. And talk about each other.
Right.
But I agree. I will say what I liked in the most recent episode was Hope. So Hope is now essentially taking the place of Ella, if you will. I love that she met old boy. Hope is married now, y'all, basically. Like, through caution to the wind. Like, you know what I mean? Yes. And for her and Whitney to be best friends, so they're very much alike, and, you know, and I met him in Tulum. He's a sculptor. He in Brooklyn. Like, yeah, in a matter of months, and they got married.
Yep.
Like, and her dress is from Kohl's.
And her wedding was 2 seconds.
It was 2 seconds. Because for some people...
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. And you don't need all the trappings and all the other stuff. You just do
That is true.
So
that is true.
I like that. It offered a different perspective on TV.
It did.
So
I do like the fact she threw caution to the wind. I hope that it works out. Like, I hope it's not one of those tragic tales of, you know.
I know.
And then next episode, he stole her money. And her kidney.
You know what? I don't know. For some reason, I thought he was going to be somebody that, like, one of them had messed with or something, because you didn't see him right away. You see them walk into the room, and I'm like, oh, shit, who is this going to be?
Who's up with her? Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
I get it. No, I love the show. Yeah. Obviously, we're watching it faithfully every Friday. Mm-hmm. But I hope that they get their stuff together.
Please. Mm-hmm. And know yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was my escapism for the end of the week.
What you escaping from? Oh, you want me to tell you?
Our trash ass country sometimes.
The dumpster fire that is our country. So Neysa is gonna launch this to you, right? She has to lay out. We just need a minute. So the Supreme Court Supreme Courted. That's they Supreme Court.
They need to square up.
The Supreme Courted.
They need to square up.
With the majority being very conservative in, among other things, appointees. We got affirmative action. We got student loans. And
that's how I feel in my belly. Like, they should just square up.
Just fight. Okay, let's go.
You know, just.
Yep. Very crucial decisions. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm never going to be ready.
Coming to the stage.
So, y'all. Mm-hmm. Supreme Court. Student loans. Affirmative action. Businesses can be racist or homophobic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You can have, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's what I will say about that one. You saw this week. Mm-hmm. I don't spend my money at places that don't want me.
That is true.
Period, point blank.
That is true.
Now, there are some places that you have to interact with because they are the municipality or, you know, whatever. But I don't spend my money.
Yeah.
Places that don't want me.
I just had this conversation. Not just with you, but I wonder, not even wonder, talking about the role that being black plays in that as well. Because we, basically, we don't call the cops. We don't, you know what I mean? So it's already don't get got. I don't have to spend my money over here. Whereas I feel like there are certain groups that can be, I'm calling the cops. I want to speak to your manager. that's not our experience, right? So
if I call the cops, I get shot.
Exactly. So
and I called them to say help me.
Exactly.
Now I know a lot of great police officers. I want to disclaimer that all of them aren't bad. I'm gonna say though that there's some issues that need to be worked out systemically that y'all got to work on. And those that I know and love who work every day to protect us, they know this and they're working on it. Continue on.
That was good.
Thank you.
But for the people for it to get to the Supreme Court, you know the laws, you know that they are meant to protect you. They're designed.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But for us, just the experience is different. We like you said, cool, bet, I'm out. I ain't got my money here and we're going to leave. It's not I'm a protected class. We are an endangered species. So we're not, I'm taking this to the law, but yeah. It was interesting. It's interesting.
There's multiple factors. I'm not going to count them. There are multiple things here at play.
Yeah.
So the first is exactly what you said, right? And so they're able to do X, Y, and Z and petition because of all that. Mm-hmm. At one point in time in this country, the law justified slavery.
Yeah.
At one point in time in this country, the law justified women not being able to vote. Mm-hmm. At one point in time in this country, the law has justified a lot of things.
Preach.
That now have been seen to be immoral, unethical, and now illegal because the laws have changed, right? Mm-hmm. History is going to judge these decisions.
Absolutely.
And I know that there are some out there in the world who are racist, fascist, misogynist, homophobic, who are seeing this moment as, we've solidified X, Y, and Z for the future. You've secured it for a moment. Mm-hmm. History is going to judge you harshly, as it should.
Yeah.
And it's going to be overturned. Things are going to right themselves. People are going to do better because I am hopeful. And I have to be hopeful and optimistic just to remain sane in this world that good will prevail. Now, good does not prevail on its own.
Right.
We have to do work and give good something to work with.
Yes.
That's why I got to be diligent and well-doing. And that's why people have to get off their asses and do some work. Because folks out here playing chess.
Yeah.
And we over playing Uno, not even checkers no more. We're playing Uno.
True.
We're not even at the same game.
Right.
In the same section of the stove. You know what I mean? So when I say, what does that look like? That means we know that the president selects Supreme Court nominees.
Yeah.
And they get approved in Congress.
Yes.
You have to elect a president and give that motherfucker some friends on the bench to work with.
Yeah. Yep.
So you got to vote in your school board elections.
All of them.
You have to vote in your council elections. You have to vote in your HOA. You have to vote for state senators and state representatives.
Yeah.
You have to vote for U.S. senators and representatives. And here's why I say start with the HOA version. Hell, even PTA.
Yeah.
Those people are practicing elections.
Yeah.
So if you know somebody is racist and crazy on the HOA level, defeat their asses right there.
Yeah.
Every time they pop their head up like whack-a-mole, boop, upside the head.
Yeah.
You can't get elected here because you racist and crazy. That way they never get a taste of victory. Don't get the backing. They realize they have no traction.
Yeah.
And no one's going to keep backing a horse that don't win. So at that point in time, they go on to find other ways to be crazy.
Yeah.
What we do is that we don't vote in those elections.
We don't.
So crazy gets empowered in a bigger platform, a bigger microphone, and crazy begets crazy.
Yeah.
Racism begets racism.
True. Yeah.
So you have to be there.
Yes.
You have to be the gate against the bullshit. And too many of us are not standing guard at the gate.
Yeah.
So when you are upset about affirmative action, when you are upset about student loans, when you're upset about things not being right in your area, your neighborhood, quit asking leadership to do something when you won't even go to the damn polls and vote. You ain't gave not near $1 to no campaign ever. What are you doing? What are you doing?
think we could open the doors of the church on that.
I said I wasn't going to go in today, didn't I?
The doors of the church are now.
I did say I wasn't going to go in. I said I am not Lene. I said I'm not going to be parking lot pimping.
Lene is taking a much needed break. Shout out to you.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's how I was not going to do that. But here I am.
You're good. Thank you. The doors of the church are open. What is there one?
Girl. Okay. Let's go to a lighter note.
Oh, Lord. Where they at? Where they at?
You so crazy.
I know some soldiers in here.
Where they at?
Huh? Wait, you just went out. You going to go off again?
I'm sorry.
Because that tone was... Okay.
I'm sorry.
Where they at?
So, this is for my fellas. Hi. Hello, fellas.
A conversation was had.
It was had.
About y'all.
Yes. Went out to happy hour.
We did.
With a couple of our friends.
Yes.
And the conversation arose about where are the men?
Where?
Now, there's a local restaurant here in town, EGMC. Black owned. Shout out to them. But they have a men's night. And I don't know if it's really men's only, because a lot of places have ladies' night.
Yeah.
Where ladies come out and men do show up, because you should to shop for ladies, right?
No, it's open to anybody.
The men's night is open to anybody, but last one they had like men's conversations and all that.
Oh, I didn't know.
And I was just like, I'm not gonna pull up at men's night when they're talking about men-ish.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I do believe, just like women need safe spaces to converse, men also need that. However, I saw a lot of men, on, of course, EGMC socials who were there. Seemed to be a well-attended event. Had a couple women sprinkled in. I felt like the women who were there, were probably there, obviously, just to have a good time, meet up with people, whatever else. There is this whole perception of being thirsty, though, when you attend a men's only or a men-centered event. Whereas that perception is not there when it's a women-centered event. Men are just seem to be strategic. Oh, he out here trying to get somebody. So, now, that's one event.
True.
Where y'all at the other 30 days of the month?
Where y'all at?
Because, we were at happy hour.
I know.
And not saying that we're out there looking for men, but looking around, I'm like, there are no black men in here.
I was about to say, be specific. Yeah. Black men, I mean, if that's,
Yeah, but there were no black men in that space.
Yeah.
We went to a second location. We saw one black man on the date at the first one.
Yeah.
But the second one, there were no black men.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know y'all eating dinner. Like, y'all eating dinner, right?
Yeah.
So where are you?
That's a legitimate question, yeah. Like,
where are you?
We're like, yeah.
And so it's not just I don't date a lot because I'm not getting selected. I get selected on the apps,
right?
Yes. I'm not a big fan of the app. It's
we talked about that too. Yeah.
I would much rather meet you organically because I can see if you're really crazy in person.
True.
And if we actually vibe and have chemistry.
Right.
I can talk to anybody. I'm a communications person. I can be a pen pal.
Yeah. So I just wonder, because apps are the biggest show in town. I mean, it just is in the dating landscape. So organically, are people still meeting like at the grocery store, at the gas station, those are just questions I have. I mean, we get our groceries delivered, but so then you're not out. But but that was the thing for a while. You gotta go where they are. You want to meet somebody. You go to Home Depot a lot.
I be at Home Depot all the time. At the Home Depot, there'll be the contractors who are there on a mission.
Right.
Then there are, if you go like today, right now, it's gonna be men and their wives.
See,
out and about the Home Depot doing like a honeydew list.
Yeah.
I don't run into very many single men at the Home Depot.
Yeah.
I don't. I got hit on once at the Home Depot in the past year. And I am there entirely too much. But, I'm a homeowner, so it is what it is. But this is maybe why, because the fool was cross-eyed. And I was just like, this isn't really for me. Like, he was really cross-eyed, for real. And he had on sunglasses when we met, and then he took them off when he asked for my number, which I'm happy he did, because... Yeah. But I didn't know he was looking at me. So, he was, like, severely crosseyed. And so, I mean, I'm just letting you know. I'm not just a mean person. It was just, like, not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But... You made me giggle. Okay. Okay. But that's it.
And you've given criteria.
Yes.
So, based on the conversation we were having, this seems to be across borders. Like, friends of ours, people in other states, other parts of the world are having, like, the same issue.
I don't get hit on. Like, people think I'm lying all the time.
Yeah.
I do not get hit on. I do not get hit on. People don't be in my DMs. I don't get hit on.
DMs are fun. Do you slide in DMs at all?
No.
See? I'm not saying that like a bad thing. I know how you are, Neysa. I know you're...
Here's the deal. I wouldn't mind sliding DM, but that's also very much so like...
Oh, the apps.
The apps.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know? DM actually probably... I should try that next. Because DM for me...
Are fun.
is a little bit more of a... I see more of your personality than just 3 pictures and X, Y, and Z.
That is true.
You know? I still get to see your highlight reel. Because it still ain't real. It's your highlight reel.
Right,
you
absolutely.
Know? But I typically do not.
Yeah.
My mother shared with me. One of her friends is amazingly beautiful. I told you this at the table.
Yeah.
And she says that men don't ask her out because they assume... she's already involved.
Yeah.
Or they assume that she'd say no. They count themselves out before.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
I wonder, too, with you, some of what you mentioned just at this age being invisible.
Yeah.
And based on your criteria, you know, where are they? Are the older men, they like younger girls. A lot of them, they do. They like 20-somethings, maybe 30. And then there's young boys, though. I'm trying to get you a young boy.
I don't want a young boy.
Exactly. See?
So here, realistically, y'all, like...
your range.
My range is literally right around 40 to 55. See. I have older children, right?
You do.
So somebody's like, you to get your 25-year-old. That's my daughter's dating age. We don't shop at the same store. Like, we don't do that. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, perfect, fine.
We ain't doing. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Hey, Keith.
He's fine though. Keith Powers is fine.
He's fine.
But they also, my daughters love Keith Powers, and so I'm like, okay. So that
Keith Powers adjacent might choose you. They might be like, "What's up, mommy?"
First of all, if you call me mommy, then don't holler at me.
AMI.
No, I don't.
You don't.
I don't do those.
You don't want a Latino?
I don't do poppy.
What if you got an accent?
I don't do poppy. I don't do mommy. I don't do zaddy.
You go meet you a Francisco, like Hope on Run the World.
But I don't use those terms.
You don't have to. He can use it with you. It'd be the right one run up on you.
I don't
miss
mommy.
your blessing.
I don't like mommy.
You'll miss you.
Even in my own household, you know, a parent sometimes, it's always go ask your daddy.
Yeah.
Go ask your mother. Like,
it's never just go ask mom.
Right. Some people in their relationships, like to their children, they're only referred to as mommy and daddy.
Right.
Like, and not in my household. When I call for Chris, I would call for Chris.
Yeah.
You know, or I go ask your daddy. I don't just say,
right.
You know.
That was really deep. Thank you.
No, I don't do that. Because you're my man, not my father.
Hey, mommy. Mamita. Hola. Neysa gonna miss her blessing, y'all. That's all I'm saying. It's not gonna be packaged like she wanted it to be.
This might be why I'm
and
single.
You gonna miss it. Shoot.
It's a blessing for me. It's gonna speak to me the way I can understand it, though.
Did nobody ask you? Let's look at the camera. About your blessing.
I'm just saying. So, but truly, this might be also why I'm single.
It's gonna be a potato then. Like, you want some potatoes? I'm like,
hit with some hash browns. Some hash brown, a little cheese, a little scallion.
Yes, see her dancing or rum. Let's go.
Come
rum.
Yeah. Know the way to my heart.
I'm trying to help y'all brothers.
Know the way to my heart. Take me
Bag
to the zoo.
This one,
I
please.
Think to the zoo.
You see, she likes the zoo. Museums. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know where they are. I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know. It's funny, but it really is like in every city. Black women, certain age, certain status in life.
Yes.
It really is like the higher you go, the harder it is.
It is.
And a lot of men, like, they either want younger or they're married and trying to be on the good foot married. You know what I mean?
Right. Which I be on the good foot if you're going to be married.
You know?
Yeah. For my, I don't know where the 40 to 55-year-old men are. I just don't know.
They with the 25.
They with the 25-year-olds. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, I have some male friends, purely brother friend, like,
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And they do tend to date younger.
They date younger.
And when I asked them about it, you know, they're like, well, they're unproblematic. Or, you know, they're not jaded. Okay. But then the same dude be like, I don't be dating these chicks because they just for my money.
Yep.
Well, she ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You date somebody fresh in their career.
Yes.
They don't have anything. Yes, you got to foot the entire bill because they don't have no money.
That's what comes with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
She can't do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Well, no, she can't make no pot roast. She never made no pot roast. Only pot roast she's ever had is her mama's.
Pot roast.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh. I know. Yeah.
Because at some point,
yes.
Look, you dating a 25-year-old, and there are many 25-year-olds out there who are grown,
Absolutely.
man, their business doing great things. I'm not knocking all of them. I'm talking about, in general, somebody that's 25.
Yeah.
Their money ain't right yet.
No.
You know? And they are still outside, as they should be in their 20s.
Yeah.
They want to go, they want to do.
Yeah.
You always tell the old dude that got a young chick, too. He got some fucked up outfit that she done put him in. That she done bought from Fashion Nova Men. And I'm like, there go Mr. Chauncey with that outfit on. All right, we see you. No, you're supposed to have it on.
True.
Looking crazy.
True.
But neither here nor there.
Yeah.
They should be outside. So then you grown and you tired.
I
you taking blue pills all the damn time.
Like trying to keep
stay
up
in the game.
Yeah. Yep.
Solomon, Missouri told y'all in that tweet thread, you won't be out here. Out here ain't right no more. Ain't no butter pecan. He told y'all.
Gosh. Yeah.
He told us.
Yes. Yeah.
And folks won't be out here. And then wondering why they got the gout. You ain't had no real vegetable
exactly.
in 3 weeks.
Yep.
All you had was henny wings and lamb chops.
There you go. And hookah.
That's it.
And hookah.
Hookah is not a vegetable.
It's flavored though.
It's not a vegetable. Ain't no green bean hookah to get you together. They ain't asked about your prostate. They ain't checking on your gout. They
don't think about that until later. Until it's too late. Or, you know, God forbid they've divorced, they've lost a spouse and they're older, so then they get with a younger chick. But for a lot of guys, hell, I make fun of my brother. He's 52 years old. I'm like, why are you dating young girls? Like, ew. Like, because I used to be the bar. Like, you can't go lower than me. But now, no, all that's out the window.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it.
Like, me either. I don't either.
And I had some friends who were actively dating, and they were, you know, I was around them, and they would be like, what about this one? And I'm like, no. And they were like, why? I'm like, she on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, you got too much to lose right now to be out here on the gram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You be asleep, you be somebody's snap. Especially if you're trying to be a tricky. Don't be out here being tricky and getting on the camera.
Colombiana.
Like, girl. Get got.
Right.
So it just makes me giggle because I'm like, y'all don't think this through.
Yeah.
Or I don't want any more kids, but I'm dating a 25-year-old who's never had kids. You in the wrong store, player.
Yeah.
You went looking for Jordans and you in the Stacey Adams store. What are you doing?
Is he from Detroit?
That's the part that kills me. I'm like, or I had a guy who actually wanted to ask me out.
Yeah.
But he wanted more kids.
Oh, you're done.
Let me help you help yourself.
Yeah, like no.
You can't convince me to do that.
No. That's funny. Yeah, I get you.
Ain't nothing about this over here that's into raising another child.
Yeah.
Been there. Done that.
Yeah.
Got the t-shirt.
T-shirt, shot glass.
And the keychain.
Yep.
I don't need nothing else. I
think to your point, though, earlier with dating, I think people also just really need to be honest about what it is they want.
Yes.
I'm caught up on Sex and the City.
I think I am too.
So, podcast producer, that whole relationship ending. Mm-hmm. And that's a direct result of Carrie just wanted Thursdays. That's all she wanted. And she was open and honest about that. She just wanted Thursdays. Homeboy wanted more. And they, went their separate ways amicably.
Thank you. Because they were both honest about it.
Exactly.
They were both honest about it.
Yes. Yeah.
Which there's...
Just gotta be honest about what you want.
My daughter said to me, she was like, dudes lie.
Yeah.
Because they say that they can't, if they tell the truth, we can't take it. And she's like, it's not that we can't take it. Mm-hmm. That when you tell the truth, you're not getting the outcome that you desire.
Boom.
You want to tell me that I want to keep it casual. I don't want to be in a relationship. Yeah. And then when I say, no mas, thank you for the information. Let the God watch from you and I whilst we are apart and go on about my life.
Yes.
Then you're looking perplexed. Like, I couldn't take it. It's not that I couldn't take it.
Yeah.
I took the information and I governed myself accordingly.
Boom.
Based upon my wants and desires and what you now said that you wanted.
Yeah.
So if those two things do not align, I don't have to be sacrificial to make myself align.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's just we're not aligned.
Yeah.
And that's okay. That's why I'm not dating, people now. Somebody particularly.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
just not aligned. And that's okay.
It is.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I wish everyone the best.
Absolutely. But you had to come to that and being honest with what it is that you want and are willing to accept.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly.
You have to do the work at the end of the day. Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yep.
I appreciate on the apps that when men are like, I'm looking for a third, or I'm in an ethically non-monogamous relationship. My wife knows I'm here.
Yeah.
Be okay.
Yeah.
Because somebody scrolls like, boom, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It is not what I'm looking for. So I get to go, no, thank you. No mas.
Exactly. You have a choice. Exactly. You have options. Yep. I feel that way. What was I know you didn't really get into Married at First Sight, but the season here in Nashville was quite interesting as a result. And I've been privy to the application process through helping a friend. And it is very detailed.
But then
these people get on the show and the experts are like, we gave you what you said you wanted. But that clearly isn't what you really
Here's the
wanted.
difference. There, people who do surveys or polling or focus groups will tell you this. There's an answer people give, then there's the answer that's really there.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
How often do you go to church? About 3 out of the 4 Sundays a month. Yeah. I ain't been since 2019.
Yeah.
But you actually on paper.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you believe it's, yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I think that we're all conditioned to want or like things we've been told that are good for us over the course of the years, right?
Yeah.
I know that there's a particular type of person that, we're told he got to do this, he got to be that,
right.
got to do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. And men are told the same thing. At some point, you have to just say, okay, this is what actually speaks to my soul.
Oh, yes.
And then go from there. And if it is not it, please release people back into the world.
Jesus.
You could save so much time and heartache releasing people back into the world. No, I'm talking to myself.
I know. No,
I'm talking to myself.
I received that.
Yeah. Because why would I want to sit here and block your blessings? And why would you want to block mine?
Right. Yeah.
Totally deeper than we plan to go today. Because seriously, but
it's real though.
But it's real.
Yeah.
And look, we believe being transparent. We be funny, but we also be transparent.
Yes, yeah.
There was a point in time, y'all know the whole story. Y'all saw the whole marriage. Y'all got the book. So, you know, Christopher and I were not always aligned.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And so there was a point in time where I was like, F it. Mm-hmm. We'll raise these kids.
Yeah.
We will be cool parents. Mm-hmm. We'll even stay here together.
Yeah.
Until the youngest one graduates.
Yeah.
At that point, we can go our separate ways. Mm-hmm. You out there acting the fool anyway. Mm-hmm. But what I'm not going to do is goose and gander.
Right.
You know, what you, if you outside, we all outside. Mm. Right? People don't like that. But I'll be honest. You know, if we're going to be outside, we outside. And so, you know.
Yeah.
He did not like that answer. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, but why not?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know? So even in his, you know, we had some great conversations towards the end.
Yeah. Some
hard conversations towards the end. Some painful conversations towards the end.
Yeah.
But one of them was, why? Like, why couldn't you just let me go? Mm-hmm. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Yeah.
You know, but back to that same thing of, you know,
yeah,
people are going to do what they do, and, you know,
yeah,
and not that I don't think that Christopher loved me and loved our family and all those great things. I firmly believe that.
Yeah.
I also believe he also had a lot of things he had to work through, and just, you know,
right.
That's neither here nor there. But I would honestly prefer Donnell Jones me. Just sang the whole little first song.
See where I want to be,
and then, you know, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But even doing that, Donnell Jones had to roll the dice.
True.
Because he could go out, spin the block, and be like, damn, so and so was great. I really do love Faith.
Yeah.
I'm coming back home, baby. And Faith be like, this is my new man Chauncey.
You and
our 3 kids. I know.
But yes, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And he got looked up with a crack face.
Yeah.
Because
absolutely,
you can roll the dice.
Yeah. You're playing the game.
I think that right there is the issue.
Okay.
Dude's like, I can roll the dice, but she might not be here when I get back.
That is true.
And a bird in hand or cootie in hand is better than none in the bush. So.
There you go.
I cracked the man code today.
Lord. It's July. So,
it's July.
You know, people are outside now. It's cuffing season. It's going to come back around.
It is.
So to the relationship point or whatever it is you looking for.
Yes. Be honest.
Be honest.
Be honest.
Just be honest with yourself and
be
with the
honest.
person. Yeah. Have hard conversations.
With yourself first.
With yourself. You do have to, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to work on you. Like, and
all
then go
the
from there. So, yeah.
All the time.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go on a date.
Okay.
I think I should go on a date.
I think you should too.
I think I should get the app July.
Outside. It's hot. It's your time of year. Come on, son.
That ain't got to do with dating. I'll be outside.
Be outside.
But yeah, I think I'll get the app.
Okay,
July.
You heard it here. Neysa's going back on the apps. Y'all get
July
right.
Only.
We announced it. You have time. Get your life together.
July only. If it ain't there by July
only.
August will be something different.
And that's your business. Something different.
Yeah.
Might I point out?
Yes.
I have a tan, y'all, and Neysa noticed. But yeah, that's my to go.
I don't have no tan.
It's getting hot in her, but Neysa's connected to me, and the Lord has blessed me, and He gonna bless you too with this good tan.
I need tan, y'all.
So she gonna be outside anyway, but with the tan, it gives her more of a glow outside.
Yes.
So, there you go.
And I think this is the last week of my summertime fine braids.
All right. No problem. Okay. Do the work on yourself. There you go. Be honest. That's the to go.
Love you guys. Bye.
Follow us You didn't do your job. And she be trying to fire me. YouTube, Apple, Google, on our social platforms, Instagram, we're on the TikTok-y, Facebook, everywhere. Right. Follow us, like, share, subscribe, comment. We appreciate the love.
She did it right. I'm hungry now.
Okay, we're about to go.
Bye.
Love y'all. Bye.